Get your notebook ready and your nerd hat on because today we're talking about LinkedIn profile optimization. I know LinkedIn optimization sounds technical and kind of scary, but I promise it's actually quite simple. Optimizing your LinkedIn profile really comes down to knowing and owning the 4 LinkedIn profile optimization zones, which luckily is exactly what I'll be talking about today. And if you stay all the way to the end, I actually have a LinkedIn optimization bonus I'll be sharing with you. I know you won't want to miss it. Whether you found yourself watching this video because you want to know how to get found on LinkedIn, to land a dream job, or just as part of your professional brand strategy, there is one thing that I want to make abundantly clear before we get into the LinkedIn optimization zones. And don't even think about skipping ahead because this is important. There are probably a million places on the internet that you can learn about LinkedIn optimization, but the vast majority of them miss one crucial thing. Ranking high in LinkedIn search does not matter if no one visits your LinkedIn profile. And if you get people visiting your LinkedIn profile, but they don't actually do anything, you're kind of missing the point. While the LinkedIn profile optimization zones are really focused on giving the machine what it needs to know where to show you and who to show you to, I have also integrated the human optimization piece because what you really need is a LinkedIn profile that people want to visit and compel them to take whatever action you want them to take on your LinkedIn profile, whether it's sliding into your DMs with a job offer, a speaking engagement, or something else. Does that sound good? If it does, let me know by tapping that like button, and then let's get into the zones. The first LinkedIn profile optimization zone is your LinkedIn headline. A recent study revealed that you have just 27 seconds to make a great first impression. I guess you've already made your mind up about me now. On LinkedIn, your profile picture and your headline are your first impression, though your LinkedIn headline is going to be doing more legwork because it also happens to be prime SEO territory. Psst. That search engine optimization, because LinkedIn isn't just a social network, it's actually a search engine for professionals. Your LinkedIn profile headline should include the information that the bots need to know who you are and who needs to know you. But it also needs to entice anyone who comes across your profile in search or in the newsfeed to want to view your profile. I know you're thinking, Jennifer, how the F am I going to do that? You're going to use my foolproof formula for your LinkedIn profile headline, of course. Instead of just using the default current job title, current company like everyone else does, and doesn't really impress anyone unless you're like an astronaut at NASA. Instead, your LinkedIn headline should include the following. First, it's still going to include your job title or your target job title if you're a job seeker. Then add yourself a pipe bar because who doesn't love a pipe bar? Then add 2 to 3 skills that are in high demand to help recruiters find you. Pipe bar! And then the last element of your optimized LinkedIn profile headline is the triumphant talking point that I talk about in this video. I'll link down below so you can check it out after this one. Or alternately, you can include another super impressive conversation starter. Since we were just talking about them, let's explore the next LinkedIn profile optimization zone, your skills section. You got skills, you need to show them off. Did you know that by simply adding 5 skills to your LinkedIn profile, you can get 17 times more views? Like what? But this isn't just about adding any old skill. It's about finding and adding the right skills. And this is one of the things that I deep dive into my program, Scale Your Status, on LinkedIn. For example, adding cooking as a skill, if you work in technical sales, isn't really relevant. It's not going to add any value, and it's not going to help recruiters from your dream company find you. But adding skills like negotiation and sales would be very relevant. You can add up to 50 skills on your LinkedIn profile. So why wouldn't you want to add more than 5 to maximize your LinkedIn profile optimization? But I know if you're just getting started, adding 50 seems really overwhelming. So what I would suggest if you don't have any skills in your skill section yet is to start by just adding 10 to 15. Your skills that you add should be a mixture of soft skills, hard skills, and technical skills that are relevant to your profession. And what's really cool is once you have added these skills, there is actually a way to further boost this LinkedIn profile optimization zone, and that is to get some endorsements on your skills. Why is that? Well, endorsements are a great signal to LinkedIn that you are actually really good at that skill. So good, in fact, that other people are willing to stake their name on it. Plus, they provide great social proof to anyone who creeps your LinkedIn profile. You can ask your favorite colleague to endorse some of your skills. But the way that I actually prefer to do it and what I recommend for you is to actually start giving endorsements to other people. Most people actually automatically reciprocate. Even if they don't, you're still building great relationships when you give endorsements. Plus, you're getting more great LinkedIn karma, and that's never gonna hurt you. All right, great. Now you have your skills, you got your skills. Okay, time for us to move on to the third LinkedIn profile optimization zone, and that is your LinkedIn summary or your LinkedIn about section. This is not about having your typical summary. You know the one, where you write about yourself using the third person, you include a whole bunch of jargon and buzzwords that don't really mean anything. And despite the fact that it's only a few sentences, it is completely snooze-inducing. When you're optimizing your LinkedIn profile, your About section needs to include two things: intrigue inducers for the human part, and keywords for the bots. Let's break down how this actually should look. Your summary needs to start with a powerful hook that stops people in their tracks and makes them desperate to read more about you. Things that work really well here are a counterintuitive statement or a dramatic fact. Really, any pattern interrupt is going to do here. When you're writing the summary section, do it first of all in the first person, because trust me, nobody is going to be fooled into thinking that you're super duper important, and so important in fact that someone else wrote your LinkedIn bio for you. And remember, the point of this section is really to tell your professional story. And to do this, you should be using the classic elements and flow of a plot. If you are interested in a deep dive video about how you can craft a compelling LinkedIn summary that compels people to want to get to know you and, hire you, buy from you, whatevs, please let me know in the comments down below. And remember, when you are writing your story, that you want to sprinkle in as many of those keywords as frequently as possible to help to optimize your LinkedIn profile for the LinkedIn algorithm. Finally, no matter what your LinkedIn profile goal is, the end of your summary should include a call to action that you want your profile visitor to take. What do you want your LinkedIn profile visitor to do? It can be checking your website, visiting your GitHub, or just simply sending you a connection invite. Be specific and include just one step that you want them to take. And this brings us to zone 4 of optimizing your LinkedIn profile, and that is the experience section. I mean, this section is pretty straightforward. You put your job title, your company, your dates of employment, and that's all, right? Well, too many LinkedIn profiles that I visit seem to think that. You need to have a description for each job that you have in your LinkedIn experience section. And can you guess what I'm gonna say next? It needs to include keywords. Obviously, your job title is very relevant to how you appear in LinkedIn search results. And it's an obvious term that someone would use to find you. If you have an atypical job title or a fun version of one like engineering rock star, you can either just display the common title that you have, which is the one that people are going to search for when they're searching for someone who does that job, or you can include it in brackets. That is, if you want recruiters finding you, of course. Your description should feature not only your most relevant and impressive awesomeness, but of course, it is going to include the keywords that you hopefully identified before you started this all. And really, all you need here is a few well-crafted bullet points. Do that for each job and you are through the zones. But before you think your LinkedIn profile is completely optimized, there is one more thing. And this can help skyrocket your visibility on LinkedIn and where you appear in search. And I cannot, in good consciousness, end this video without telling you what it is. So my bonus tip to LinkedIn profile optimization is to engage on the platform. Your presence on LinkedIn matters. Let's face it, LinkedIn is evolving, but it can still feel a little bit more like a quiet library than a lively happy hour. At least it does when you're in the corner of the room not talking to anyone. Take about 10 minutes a day, scroll through your newsfeed, and comment on the posts that resonate with you. Give them thumbs up love like you're giving this video. You can even get bold on LinkedIn and start writing your own LinkedIn posts. And not only is engaging on LinkedIn going to help you build the relationships that you have, which is kind of the point of LinkedIn, it will help you be more visible on LinkedIn. And yes, it can even influence where you show up in LinkedIn search. If you're here to optimize your LinkedIn profile as part of your job search, I want you to check out this video right now to make sure that you are fully taking advantage of all of the LinkedIn job search strategies that are available on this powerful platform. As always, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing for the best career advancement advice, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.